become a good reader. Now that's my opinion. Listen to the other lecturers and listen to me and make up your own mind. Don't be a follower, be a student. Okay? I say, really, for life change, you gotta read. One way to learn is from your own experiences, but another way to learn is from other people's experiences. See, one book might save you 5 years if you read.
In that video of the legendary Jim Rohn, 3 powerful implications are hidden that I would like to share with us today, but right after this. The first implication that we can find, he said, become a good reader. He didn't say become a reader. What is the difference between becoming a reader and a good reader? Not because you are a reader doesn't mean you are a good reader. And what is a good reader? A good reader is a person who goes to learn first how to read what is not written out of what is written. How to see between the lines. How to see the unseen from the seen on the paper. The authors, they mean things they don't write. You are not a good reader until you can ascertain, you can identify, you can decipher, decode, and debunk those unseen, unwritten things from the authors that they meant to say. So you need to know, you go and learn how to read critically, strategically, and emotionally. If you want to learn that, I have some great people, a great community of readers that are ready to help you march on that journey very well. The second implication from that video is he said, don't be a follower, be a student. When you read, don't be a follower, be a student. Jim is trying to tell you and me 2 things from that. 1, intellectual integrity when it comes to reading is very important. What do I mean? There are people today, when they read something from a book, they just copy it and paste it and put their name under it. And they claim it to be their idea. Guys, you are harming your spirit in a way nobody ever explained to you. When you take the quote of a speaker and you call it your quote, do you know what you are trying to say? Okay, let me explain to you. Let me explain. Come closer. You are saying that you have already been through the challenges, the pain, the adversity that the author went through before uttering such a quote. Now, from you to me, have you been through those things already? You have not. Why are you writing your name under it? Because the quote is not something that you memorize, you plan to say. Quote is saying something you see so clear, words that come easily for you. Or you didn't see nothing and you just start quoting and it says for you. You are calling on yourself the pain, the trouble, the misfortune, whatever thing happened to the person to come to that conclusion. The solution is when you quote someone, give the person the credit. That's the first thing he's saying. Don't be a follower, be a student. The second thing he's trying to say is make sure that what you do about what someone says or tells you to do is the product of your own conclusion. You don't want to just listen to someone and try to become them. You are not them. You don't learn from an author to become the author. Most of us today, we want to become like our teachers. That's wrong. If they became like their teachers, would we see them to want to become like them today? No. The principle is simple. Learn everything from people because you have to. We all have to. But try never to become like them. You too have something special. Become yourself. Learn from people, but become yourself. Why should you learn from them but not do what they say until it is the product of your own conclusion? Well, it is because you are going to face the consequences of your actions. Decision you are going to make out of what someone tells you to do, you are the one to pay the piper of those decisions. When it is a success, you are the one to celebrate. It will be in your name. Also, when you made a decision and you fail, you don't want to blame somebody else for your misfortune. If you apply something, make sure it is your final conclusion that you are the author of it. You don't want to let someone live vicariously through you. You don't want to become a sounding board for a person, an author, a pastor. You don't want to be a sounding board for someone and saying the thing the person is saying when you believe is not true. That's not you. Stop there. Do things, but according to your own personal conclusions. And finally, Jim is saying, one book can save you 5 years. It means people have experienced what you are going through today and they document it somewhere. They wrote it down somewhere and they explained why they didn't know this, that. And when you read those things, they can save you 5 years. They can show you this will give you trouble. If you are a good learner, you will bypass those things and quicken your progress quickly. So guys, become a good reader. Make sure what you do is a product of your own conclusions. And finally, read more than you talk, because books can save you 5 years if you read them correctly. My name is Apollinaire Apostis Kekere. I'm a critical thinker. I'm a teacher of pragmatic spoken English and transformational teacher. It's always a pleasure to share these tips with you. 1 plus God is always majority. Never forget that.